TAS. TAS is also known as Talent Athlete Scholarship Scheme. This was established in 2003 by the Secretary of State Tessa Jha and the Development of Culture, Media, Sport. In 2004, the first TAS award was given. So far they have invested over £24 million into athletes funded by the government. TAS supported around 350 athletes over the age of 16 that are currently in education. Today they are linked and became funding partners with Sport England and become Sport England TAS. TAS offer athletes strength and conditioning, physio, coaching and nutrition, performance, lifestyle advice. It's also aimed to fulfil the sporting potential of 100 of athletes by helping them to maintain the balance of academic and employment life. Their aim is to reduce the dropout rate of athletes by supporting them through the academic and financial pressures they may face as they are in uni. The positive effect is that 200 TAS athletes competed in the 2012 Olympics and winning 44 medals, but many as multi-medalists. So they won 15 gold, 15 silver and 27 bronze, with 33 being in the Olympics and 24 competing in the Paralympics. The case study shows that the success and the most recent success of TAS is Lizzie Arnold. Won gold in the 2014 Winter Olympics in the bobskeleton. With the joint of Sport England, they put forward more focus into the elite athletes, meaning that there are less taking on of athletes and creating a bigger gap between elite and non-elite. Currently, there are £2.25 million is funded and will drop to 1.7 to narrow down and focus on stronger athletes. They are currently looking at more options to get more money to widen the intake athletes. The second initiative, Girls First. Girls First is a scheme that runs locally in secondary school in Wales. This scheme gave £1,000 to each of the qualifying schools to provide after-school activities, targeting to specific girls' participation. Because the scheme was created to provide regular, enjoyable activities to encourage positive habits about exercising and keeping healthy. The target is obvious because it is the name called Girls First, so it's strictly girls, no boys. The organisation provides the sport and movement opportunities and underserved girls who attend the camps for a week, long residential sport camps, doing all sorts of sporting activities. Girls First introduces girls to sights they have never seen, activities they have never participated in, and the sense of adventure they need to grow into healthy, confident and young women. In addition to sport, it focuses on a range of areas including health, social, cultural and economic benefits. For example, pro-health, pro-education, anti-drug, anti-crime and regeneration. Who runs it? Helen Siegel is the president and oversees all the programmes. The Welsh Government fund the initiative. The positive effect this has is that girls who are involved in sports are less likely to mess up in unwanted pregnancies, less likely to involve with drugs, and more likely to graduate from college. Also, exercising 1 to 3 hours a week during a girl's reproductive lifetime can bring 20 to 30% of reduction in risk of breast cancer, and 4 or more hours can reduce it by up to 60%. For young girls in the week-long overnight camp, Girls First aim to create an opportunity to experience a positive. The limitations for girls that it only covers 11 to 16-year-olds girls. I feel it should cover a wider range of ages. The reason they should widen the range is because every girl should be able to get involved in sport and outdoor activities. The younger, the better. It develops social skills and keeps girls active and a healthy lifestyle. At the moment, Girls First is really based in Wales, having a wider range in different countries, which will get even more girls involved in sport and outdoor activity. There are ways that they could get charity across further field is by advertising on TV, radio, newspaper, or go into local schools and do presentations to get girls encouraged to do the activities. They make a maintainable differences. Sporting equals. Sporting equals make maintainable differences to act upon all underrepresented communities within the sport and also with the physical activities. This is to improve the long-term opportunities and the health which comes out of the communities. They are also very close with the providers of the sporting opportunities and the people who use sporting opportunities, example Sport England and YMCA. The main aim is to raise awareness for black and minority ethnic communities in the sport and health section. This is only to change the attitudes of participants and to increase their participation levels in sport. The target is that they're trying to promote their campaign to diverse ethnic people across physical activity and sport. Sporting Equals target many young ethnic minorities around the UK to take part in sport. They host many cultural festival events in London, what encourages ethnic minority communities to participate in sport or take up new physical activities in the near future. The strategy is also aimed to get younger ethnic minority peoples into education through sport. They also improve the health young minority of people. This is obvious because the minorities have a higher risk of contracting cardiovascular diseases and 2-type diabetes. Sports of Communities was a national project which was backed by $2 million from the Treasury and supported by DCMS, and it awarded grants of up to £50,000 of community projects. Sporting Equals received applications totalling over £11 million from over 300 community groups. In total, 50 projects were supported and generated over £1 million in max funding. The positive effects of Sport Equals is that there were many events held to promote programmes, and coaching opportunities for the locals, and 1% of BMR are participating in activity at least once a month. Spotlight, future champions, and talent ID.